repetition, 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 because it's really important.
India is an enteric fever endemic country.
If left untreated, can develop all multi-system involvements.
We did not have enough funds, but now that we've got automated methods, we've started using the more sophisticated blood culture bottles, which are put into automated systems, which give us results.
Because these patients, again, will not improve only with treatment with antibiotics, but they will require steroids.
Theoretically speaking, it should not be given to these individuals.
We need to understand the pathophysiology of enteric fever to understand how we will go about the microbiology.
Enteric fever, which consists of a group of fevers which are caused by Salmonella typhi.
We have to worry because patient usually when develops very high fever suddenly becomes a febrile, profuse sweating.
Organism has entered, gone to the terminal ileum, primary bacteremia where we are not going to be able to find, where we are not even going to suspect that the organism is present.
Although treatment is available, but the resistance has been reported to the first line of drugs.
The first and most important treatment is when the diagnosis is confirmed, we have to immediately start as early as possible, start antibiotic.
Sometimes it becomes difficult to differentiate a carrier from a patient who's actually suffering from the disease.
WHO has advocated all the countries, especially the developing countries, to include this typhoid conjugate vaccine in their national immunization schedules.
Unvaccinated people are more likely to develop complications.
More than 50 deaths reported.
This, the doctor should explain to the patient.
The highest burden in the world is